Hi there and welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to show you the currency strength robot that I made a video about a few months ago and just kind of give you an update as to how it's going and how things are progressing. Due to the fact that I'm unable to use the backtester in MT4 because of the limitations in relation to historical data, I have been doing all of my testing on live market conditions, which is good because then you get a better and a more realistic insight as to what and how the robot will react. The robot has been running 24 hours a day. I have not been taking any consideration to news, and I think despite that fact, I think the robot has done quite well. Let's have a quick look at some results. We can see here this is what things are looking like so far. We can see that percentage of short trades won, we're at about 62%. Percentage of long trades won, we're at about 87%. So these are both looking very, very good indeed. We can see that the largest profit trade, this is about $1,500, and the largest loss trade is about $600. So in that respect, things are looking pretty good. But when we get to the value just below, the average profit trade is about $360 and the average loss trade is about $440. So there's a slight inconsistency there, which I don't like that much, but due to the fact that the robot is winning a lot more than it's losing, I think you'll find that that the graph will even its way out and begin to reflect the fact that the robot is winning more than it's losing. And if we have a look at the curve here, you can see that just here we had a big dip. So we had a string of losses here, and this was actually because I found out that the robot was was trading currency pairs that were overextended, and so currency pairs that it would buy, for example, a very overextended pound US dollar at the wrong time of day. And so I've made a filter to prevent this, and this has helped keep the robot out of trades when price is overextended. And this I'm simply using historical range information and comparing it to current range information to make this filter. So this has been really good, and this has certainly helped the robot stay out of trouble a little bit more. If we have a look at some of the parameters here, you can see that here I'm defining risk. Today I set this up to 0.2%, and I've set it to trade a maximum of 10 positions. And here we have max positions per pair, and so I'm allowing the robot to trade 2 positions on the same pair. And so what it'll do, it will open the first trade, and that trade will have a risk reward of 1-to-1, and it'll open the second trade, and this will be a risk reward of 1-to-3. And so this is pretty good because if the target is hit on the second position, then things will look pretty good indeed. And I can also tell it to not to overexpose itself to specific currencies. So when I say 2, this means it can have 2 positions open which are exposed to the same currency. So it will have, for example, a pound US dollar open and a euro US dollar as an example. And if it qualifies the dollar Swiss franc, it won't take it until one of the other positions is closed. And then we have a few other filters here. Then I have a lot about the strength, which mean nothing to you because you don't understand the logic. And then there's something about rate of change and stuff like this. And then we have the pullback information here. Excuse me. And this is cool because the robot is trading currency strength only, exclusively currency strength. And so the trend is defined by the currency strength, and the pullbacks are also defined via the currency strength. And so what I have seen is, if I look at price on the smaller time frames, I have a pretty good idea of seeing when price is correcting. So if the euro US dollar is going up, and so we have the euro that's strong and the dollar is weak, in the pullback I will look for on a smaller time frame, I will look for the dollar to be strong and the euro to be weak, and this will give me a pretty good indication of what the price is doing for the pair. And I've also found out that when the strength and the weakness for the 2 currencies reach a certain level, for example 0.5, then I know that that price has a pretty good likelihood of reverting back to the mean, and the greater trend or the strength on the higher time frames will again continue to take over and push price in the direction of the main trend. Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. But all in all, I think things look pretty good. Since I started the project, it's had a profit about $3,000, and this also includes the trades that were very early on, and the trades that that the robot would no longer take. So I think things are looking pretty good. So I think the current configuration has compensated for a lot of the bad trades that it would have taken earlier on. Then I have this one here, which is another configuration, and this one is also doing pretty good, I think. Not quite as good as the other one, but this is also one that I'm going to keep my eye on for a while, and I'm thinking that things are going to go pretty well with this one as well. But we'll see. But currently I have Dev 1 and Dev 2, and Dev 2 is the current favorite, so I'll keep pushing it and see what happens. But overall, the robot is profitable. It's taking some pretty good trades. It's buying and selling at the best possible price, and it's following some pretty big trends. And currency strength divergent is what it is looking for, and it seems to be work very well indeed. So this is very positive, and I'm quite pleased and optimistic about the outcome of this. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. I just wanted to give you guys an update, and I will give you another update perhaps in a couple 2-3 months when I have a little bit more information. And until then, I hope you are all well, and I wish you all the very best. Take care.